Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to a year in the Yukon Valley with Gold Fever. I'm Don Zarp from the Nosmo KINGS channel, and this is episode, I believe, 24, 23, 24. Anyway, you guys are gonna have to forgive me. I'm going to be a little clumsy today because I just got a dual monitor system and I'm just getting used to it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I doubt very much you can see the split screen, but I got a bezel right in the middle of my screen and I don't know how I feel about that really, to tell you the truth. um, and just the black line between the two monitors, I got it right in the middle of my screen. So it's a little hard to configure there, and I haven't got my mouse set up yet, so it's definitely taking a lot more uh, movement in the mouse to get around. So I'm gonna be a little slow here, just to let you guys know. So today is our last day of the month, so it is time to get the gold out because next month the gold prices drop like crazy. So we're going to try and do what we can to get all the gold out. And I want a whole truckload before I take it down. So hopefully we'll get a whole truckload today. And if you remember in the last episode, I spent the whole episode just setting up these belts, which took forever. I think I even went back off camera and reset one of the belts over to the other pile. Because we're going to work on one pile at a time, sort of thing. Because it's trying to empty out two piles at a time is taking too long. So, and all these little piles here, that's what that big. Oh, let's go over if I can get under here. Can I fit under here without? Yeah. So I bought another dump truck, as you can see, and that's those little piles everywhere. That's what I'm hoping this thing is going to clean up. So we have this, and hopefully that's going to clean up all those little piles of pay dirt. So let's go see how our gold situation is doing, and everything here is working. Everything's pouring. Good, good, good. Let's get over here and make sure this is all turned on because I did turn it off for a while the other day. So, oh, this screen is really screwed, isn't it? Okay, so let's. All right. So this is distributing, saving. Yeah. So it's all turned on. This is turned on, and that's distributing. Good. And this one should be saving or storing, and that's turned on, and it's active. Oh my God! I have to look way over on the other monitor to see if it's active or not. So it's like very long display from one end to the other. It's like I gotta lift my mouse twice to get from this side of the screen. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but from this side of the screen where the cow is to here, and then lift, and then here, and then lift, and then over to this end, and that's how I got to get from one end of the screen to the other. So this is all set up, this is all working, and looking good. And now we're just waiting for gold, and we might as well wait up here because if we go anywhere else, these machines are going to turn off. So is a little difficult to configure here, or get around with. So that must be full, because that's why it's giving a hard time, the gold wash plant. Yeah, it's full. So yeah, that's why it's not coming off of the belts. It's not because the belts are not lined up, because I did line them up quite a bit. Oh, I don't fit here? Okay, alright. So I got the resolution in 16 by 9, so I don't know if that's the best resolution for this or not, because everything seems a little squished and a little long. Like nothing looks natural. You know, everything looks like a fisheye. You know, yeah. Just looking at that truck, and it's like, if I do that, it takes up both monitors. So yeah, there we go. That takes up most of both monitors, and that should be. It stopped, so my guess is it's at 25. Oh no, it just stopped when I. Okay, keep filling. So yeah, so our piles in the back are going down. We have two piles left out of all of the whole back area. But I'm gonna concentrate on that far pile, and then we'll come over to this pile with all the belts, and that's gonna be a configuration from hell. Um, but let me show you today for gold. Let's get down to gold. Should be around here somewhere. Yeah, gold bars right there. Okay, so as you can see, if we go to here, next month, see, I haven't set up the little clicks on my mouse yet either. It's too sensitive. Next month it drops right down, like right down. So we gotta make sure we get this out in January, which is today. I think we're only set up for 1 day months on here. I don't know. Let's go check. 2 day months. Okay, so we do have another day to be able to get everything out. So what I suggest is, since the plant is full, you don't need the belts on, let's just go sleep for a day. And hopefully it will be January 2nd when we wake up, and not February 1st, because then we're stuck with the truckload of gold for a year. So, or for a couple of months anyway. So, oh, we left the door wide open. Bears? Any bears? No bears. Well, at least it's daytime. We can see if there's bears, you know. So, let's spend a lazy day in bed, which is totally not farmer-like. And, we'll get up at, yeah, 8 o'clock is fine, because it's too dark at 7, so yeah. But I'm hoping it'll be January 2nd, not. No. Yeah, January 2nd. Alright, good. So this is our last day to be able to, you know, we're just going to leave all the doors closed, and I'm just going to magically pop out of here. There we go. Okay, we'll get out of here. It's still loading. It's still filling. Okay, good. So, oh, it's a miserable, terrible day. How's our plants doing? Let's see. Production is, oh, we're right out of pay dirt, so that's awesome. That's out. That's out. So it must have been a very productive night. We'll find out in a minute. I just gotta turn on the belts first so we can try and get these mountains down a little bit, these hills. Wouldn't call them mountains anymore, that's for sure. Okay, that one's on. Yeah, that one's on. And that one's on, okay. Okay, so we got a few boxes to load here. This is gonna be fun. Or not. Just the opposite of fun, actually. Oh, yeah, I need to turn on super strength, so, yeah. Cheat? So that sounds like every time. Cheat? Should be able to lift it now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna have to move that tractor. Yep, I am definitely gonna have to move that tractor. Yeah, I can't move back. Yeah, okay. We'll just put you here for now. And we'll move the tractor. Does make for interesting driving though. With the dual monitors. This one's not connected to anything? No. So don't worry about it. Everything should be straightened out by now, yeah? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put you here. Okay, well. Ah, close enough. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. It's still pretty loud, I know. But, you know, you still want to be able to hear stuff too, so. All right, one more on the truck. Okay, how many more will it take? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more. 7 more. Let's hope we can get 7 more today, because today is the last day and tomorrow the gold prices go down, so tomorrow we start storing gold. So this should bring us $1 million, this load. If we get it full, it should bring us a little over $1 million. Whoops. I don't know, I think maybe my mouse needs to be charged. It's been a couple of days since I charged it. And that could be half the problems I'm having here. There we go. Push it in, push it over, and go lock it down. I think this might be it for a while. So we need, what do we need? What do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4 left. We need 4 more. Is the gold going to give it to us? That's the question. Gold smelter. 0 liters in gold. Okay. 224. So we got a while to go. The wash plant has 0 liters in gold. And the pay dirt's just getting up there. So this is gonna take a while. So I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna speed it up. And this is the first time we're gonna do a time lapse, and I'll speed it up until we have some gold. So, all right, sounds good. I'll see you back here when we have gold. Okay, welcome back to part two. As you can tell, I'll leave the sound on, but I'll turn it down a little bit. I didn't have my mic right next to my mouth, so you can barely hear me. So I'm gonna voice over on this section, and I'll turn it down. You won't hear the background as much, but I won't be annoying either. So, um, yeah. So I speeded up time like noon to half a day, and we got one box of gold. And I said, well, that should do it, and we'll take this for a ride. And I think that's what we're gonna do here. Is go ahead and take this for a ride. I'm not sure. It's been a couple of days since I played, so I can't remember. Um, Sorry about the resolution. When I changed my monitor system, I didn't think to change the resolution in the game, so everything's kind of squished for the first half of the episode. And it was just the opposite for me with the two monitors set up side by side. Everything was kind of elongated and stretched. I changed back to my regular monitor system, and now I have like two little side monitors that I don't use in the game. One I got OBS on, and the other one I got my internet on. So, or my browser, I should say. So, just I can ignore those. But I'm back to the main 42-inch TV as a monitor right in front of my face. And as you can see, the settings are much better. Um, yeah. I never knew there was a line in that truck. I never noticed that. Hmm. Yeah, I can't stand bezels in the middle of the screen. They bother me. So, like, that's why I can't believe there's a line in the middle of that truck, because I wouldn't have bought a windshield like that. Yeah, but maybe I didn't notice when I bought it. uh, so you notice, if you notice a bit that the with gold it tips over a lot. Doesn't matter what the platform that they're on, whether it's on a flatbed, whether it's in a trailer. Uh, Gold tips over a lot. It's because it's very heavy, and it will tip your truck. So, so I started a new series, a multiplayer series, in No Man's Land, and the first thing I bought was a tractor. But I put dualies on the back of it, because if you tote logs, if you tote gold, if you tote anything heavy, and you hit a corner too fast, you're gonna flip. So that, and the fact that I learned how to use the cruise control. So now I know how to use the cruise control. I turn it right down. I think, matter of fact, I'm on the cruise control here in this episode, but apparently you can't see it in the corner, or at least I can't, not for this view. But yeah, I should have the cruise control set for like 30, 35, something like that. Yeah. So, Oh, okay. I'll be back. Okay, and we're back. I'm sorry, I had to do a little editing there. Um, yeah, I noticed that you guys weren't seeing the full screen, so I had to go up to OBS and set it up. Do I do it again? Hold on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, now you can see everything in the screen because I've got it all set up in OBS. And which I should have done before I even started the series. But it's amazing how much just switching your monitors changes everything um, without going and fooling around in the settings, which I did for the second half of this video, as you can tell. But for the first half, I didn't know better. So, anyway, I want to tell you about this series. This has been a fun series. I mean, it's this map is absolutely gorgeous. It has its limitations. I mean, you can't put booze on it because there's no place to sell any booze. So there's no use putting a still on the map because there's no place to sell. Same with cannabis. There's no place to sell anything like that. So but for mining, oh my god, it's got all kinds of different kinds of mining, but they all seem about the same to me. So I don't know. I don't know. But I did enjoy this series. It was a lot of fun making the first million and everything, and and setting up the farm and setting up the. I mean, the biggest thing about this series is I have really learned how to use the belts, the conveyor belts, because I have spent hours, and I do mean hours, off camera, moving and manipulating those conveyor belts to get them to work, and it's a real pain in the ass. That's why if you're going to end up doing a Yukon series, and you don't want to use a front loader for the whole damn thing, learn to use the conveyor belts. They work really well. It's one of the systems I would definitely recommend using. So, where are we going here? Is this where we got turned around and ended up back at our farm? I think so. Yeah. I ended up going the wrong way down the road, and then I had to turn around. The closest place to turn around was my farm, so I went to my farm to turn around, where I knew I wouldn't get caught up on a tree. Because once you get close to 100,000 liters of anything, it gets like too heavy for super strength. You have a hard time picking it up, if you can at all. So, and manipulating it with other vehicles is pretty hard too. I still remember the what was it, 100,000 liters of gas of diesel that we lost in this episode. Well, not in this episode, but in this series, where I got the 100,000 liter modded liquids container truck. stuck. The back end fell down the side of a cliff and got caught in this two sides of the cliff. So it was not only nothing underneath it to be able to lift it up underneath, but it was damn stuck between two rocks. So it was impossible to move. Uh, we tried towing it. We tried lifting it with the backhoe or the front loader. I tried getting an AI worker to gun it while I lifted it with the front loader, and it wasn't moving no matter what I did. So I had to reset the container, and when I it reset it at empty. So I lost 100,000 in gas, which was $134,000 on the game. And so I was so mad I sold the container. I sold the truck trailer. So, yeah. But, live and learn. That's the kind of thing that happens. So, luckily it happened in a game and not real life. I think I'd jump out a window if I lost $100,000 in gas in real life. Of course, I wouldn't have $100,000 of gas in real life, so. Yeah. See, I think I'm talking about tipping over. I just heard tipping over. But yeah, when you have the cruise control on, it's a lot easier not to tip over. But this is where we go and we sell our gold, and it's going to be the last time we sell our gold in this series. I don't know that yet while I'm driving, but I am your future, Don. This will be the last time you sell gold. Yeah, that kind of thing would freak me out. Be like, am I gonna die? What's going on? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I took the cruise control off so I can control it around the back and bring it in. Because you can never sell this all at once for some reason. It always breaks up into two or three, so you can't see exactly how much you made. Yeah, without doing the math. So anyway, it ends up a little over $2 million. I thought it was going to be one, but it ends up to be a little over 2 million with what I already had. So, and I had like 100,000 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure what I had. Should go back and check it out, but I'm not going to do that. Let's take a look. So yeah. Oh, he's gonna pull it up. Good, good. So scroll down. Look at all the red. Yeah. There you go. There it is. It's too small for me to see here, but. Well, no, I'll take that. Yeah. So there we go. Made quite a bit of money there. Definitely worth it. And now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it all. And yeah. So now we're just gonna drive the truck back up to the plant I think, yeah. Almost tipped there. That's hilarious. Yeah. Okay, slow down. Well, I got it set for 45, right? So might be a little fast on this Yukon map. This Yukon map, I was thinking about it. This is definitely like most of the maps are multiplayer maps. They're made for multiplayer, but this map in particular is definitely multiplayer because it's so daunting. Let's say as a single person. So, but for all you modders out there who watch this series, and I don't know why you would, but for all you modders out there, a good mod for this particular map would be a wheelbarrow and a shovel. You know, so you can actually start with absolutely nothing. You know, a sleuth box, a wheelbarrow, and a shovel. You know, and and that would make a lot more sense in the number one uh, map where you start because to get a vehicle in amongst those rocks and try and pick up those tailings with the vehicle, even the smallest vehicle, it's a pain in the ass. Even with like a skiff loader or something like that, it's almost impossible to get it all up. And then if you do it with belts, you got to move them every 5 minutes, you know. So, because there's a little bit here, there's a little bit there, there's a little bit here, there's a little bit there. It's kind of all over the place. So yeah, a good mod would be like a shovel and a wheelbarrow. You you, you start from you really do start from scratch that way, you know. I make it like 50 bucks. 50 bucks for a shovel and a wheelbarrow. And you know that you well the sleuth box is still 15,000 so so anyway. Yeah. But like the shovel and the wheelbarrow, maybe if you make it so that once you fill the wheelbarrow, it will fill a crate sort of thing of pay dirt, you know. So you can shovel into the wheelbarrow, and the wheelbarrow will give you crates sort of thing of pay dirt. And then you put your pay dirt through your sleuth box with the crates. So you don't really need a vehicle. You know, it will give you like 200 pounds of pay dirt. Yeah, you put that through your sleuth box, you know. So you really wouldn't need a vehicle to start. You know, you could actually start panhandling right away. Yeah. And here we are up at up at the plant, the gold mine, whatever you want to call it. I have no idea what to call it these days. So, so yeah. So the next load is going to be well. If I was to continue this, it wouldn't be till after February, so March or April. So I would just try and store all this stuff, try and get rid of these mountains, clean it up back here, and then I'd get an excavator in here just to dig once, just to see if there's pay dirt underneath all this, because that's exactly what it looks like. Like the whole side of the mountain could be pay dirt. So, but you need it all cleaned up, and you need a flat area, and you need space, and so so it's not something that I'd be interested in. So, and every now and then you just got to move those guys a little bit. They don't have to be super close to where they're going, but they just have to point in a direction. And and now we walk up and down the mountain to see if we can see where it's coming from, or the hill of pay dirt to see where it's coming from. I think I see a little bit up at the top there. Yeah. So anyway, so this section is almost done, and I'm going to stop narrating here, and we'll get on with this third section of this video, which actually has sound. So we will see you um, at the end. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye bye now. Bye. We're at 34 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm sorry I lost the last video. My computer screwed up on it. So I think this is going to be the end of a year in Yukon Valley. We ended up with 2,038,000 bucks. So I'm going to call it a successful series, and I'll see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye bye.